Hello, good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Quantum Tips. In fact, happy Thanksgiving to our American friends across the pond. I hope you all are enjoying your massive roast turkey. That is weird, isn't it? They enjoy Christmas early, and then our Christmas it is like I don't know. I don't know. They prefer like Thanksgiving to Christmas. They're a weird bunch, but hello.
Well,
Hello.
they were all having Thanksgiving. Yeah, I bet they were all sitting there when the fucking Kraken was refreshing, weren't they? Like they were sitting there ready for it. They should have been too busy eating food.
Asleep. It would have been 2 a.m., wouldn't it, over there for them?
I don't even know what the time differences were, but they were good.
They
Ugh,
were good.
yeah, they were all up. Just everyone was like seemed to be busy today. Like everyone was in the verse. Like in our group in our org, they were all like they. I went to sleep and they were online. I woke up, they were online. I went to work and during my lunch break, they were still online. I don't know what's going on.
Probably phase 4.
Anyway, yeah, phase 4. Yeah, they've probably just got the mission to pop.
So I did hear that
But
Phase 4 is not quite running the way that people were hoping or intending that it would run, with there not being enough stock at the places that they need to stock up with, to drop off at the places they need to drop off with, and a few humps along the way.
I think the drop off's the main problem. Like, the stock at the place where you buy, in my opinion, isn't the problem because it restocks every like 10, 20, 30 minutes, whatever. But the whole point is if it's not in stock, get your ass in a prospector. You can rent one so you don't have to spend real money to get one and go and mine. That's kind of what they want. They're trying to hit all the gameplay loops. So they're kind of trying to make people go and do some mining, right? So if there's no stock, you can't really complain about that because it's trying to entice people to do that. But if you don't want to do that, then just wait 10, 15 minutes. It'll restock at the station. You can take it. But the fact that people are struggling to sell because the demand's not there at the other end, that's a problem. Definitely. Because I get that
yeah,
it's like a living and breathing economy, but you want people to do this mission. You know it's going to sway the economy in a complete opposite. Do you know what I mean? It's going to completely curve the economy because, of course, the demand's going to just plummet. So it kind of feels like they should have probably thought about that beforehand. Maybe they did. I don't know.
nah, I'm happy with it.
Have you done
I'm
it?
happy. No,
Okay, well, yeah, you're
yeah,
good.
yeah, because everyone's gonna finish the mission, and then when I can be asked to join and do the mission, the stock prices and the stock request amounts are gonna be all good. But yeah, no, I mean I've come from a time where I was like buying and selling maize, or like back in like the Laranite rush, trying to sell all the Laranite. Um, so I fully understand all the cargo issues, and it's not a new issue to be honest. Like this is something that's just been a very long time. So I'm glad everyone else is feeling that pain as a cargo hauler.
Yeah. What's your cargo hauling ship right now? I'm assuming Caterpillar.
I think no, actually, yeah, probably a caterpillar. I think, but
Yeah.
it's closely. I think it's closely. Um, yeah, I think it's quite close. There's a couple of ships. Obviously, I've got the C2 at the minute, Caterpillar, but I'm really just enjoying flying around in the Zeus.
Zeus is a
Like,
beautiful ship, isn't it?
it's a
Yeah.
beautiful ship. Yeah, the cargo grid's a little bit like not perfect, but it just adds an extra couple of minutes to your to your gameplay loop, doesn't it? It just adds you a little bit more feeling, a little bit more um want to be in there to do it. But yeah, I mean, I got there's a few ships, but there's one cargo ship that I think, well, I'll say cargo, it's not cargo, but one ship that we are all going to be loving come 4.0. the Karak when it gets
Yes.
its cargo pods working properly.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one question I would love for a CRG dev to answer. They mentioned that obviously the cargo grid works properly, but the wording was an additional 456 cargo. Is that additional to the 456 cargo it currently has? Because it says additional, but I don't know where that I don't know where that cargo grid's going to go.
Um,
There isn't space for that cargo grid, but they said additional. So yeah, don't know, but I'll throw it out there. I'll probably, I don't know. I would say I'd probably put a tweet out. I ain't gonna do that. I'll wait for
Wait.
them to release it.
so it's gonna, in that case, it's gonna have
Yes,
800, 912 cargo.
yes.
That's a lot of cargo.
There's no space for it, and unless the only place I can see that they can create that is in the cargo pods because it's supposed to drop down now. If they increase the height by like one or maybe two boxes, but then also in the hangar on the top add a grid, and then in the garage if they add a little grid.
Yeah.
I can see
Yeah.
that happening.
Yeah, if they put grids on the garage and the hangar, then definitely, yeah.
Yeah, because I'd love to see like MPUV 1Ts or 315Ps like whizzing around, like moving boxes upstairs in the front door, ATLS loading the cargo ramp pods at the bottom, kind of thing.
Yeah, that would be cool.
But I want a bit of clarification on that. I think I'm gonna post it on the spectrums, see if I can get a bite.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. I'm sure they'll do like a Q&A or something about it.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, do you have a cargo shipping preference at the minute or not?
At this moment in time, it is the Star Lancer Max. Just loving that thing through and through. Such an awesome ship.
Yeah.
Once the Carrick additions come in, I'll probably swing back to that for a little while. If I have enough people to help me man it with the turrets and stuff. Obviously, no pilot weapons are a pain, whereas the Star Lancer has those. So yeah, I'm loving the Star Lancer Max. I have got a CCU to attack, so it's not going to be in my hangar for that long, but I do love it. And yeah, just just waiting for that Carrick update, to be honest. 4.0 baby. What about
Yeah.
you, Pete?
I'm glad
Cargo
you
ship
said.
of choice.
As it happens, I've been trying something out today, and it's this: the Argo Cargo.
Raft.
Sorry, the raft. Even not the cargo. Hang
Silly Billy.
on. Yeah, definitely.
Yes, silly gigs.
I forgot how nice the interior of this ship is.
It's not just the raft, to be fair. All the Argo interiors are very nice. Even the mole, as industrious as it is.
I don't know. The mole has like a cuck shower. I don't like it.
Well,
Shower.
that's
you not
dependent
seen
on
it?
who. That's dependent on who you're inviting into your ship, bro.
Right, so
Yeah,
as we come into the living area, I can't help but feel like if I was, like a recent divorcee, like, you don't, or you maybe have the kids every other weekend, sort of like, and you couldn't really afford like a large living space, this is what mine would kind of look like. I think it's just like a really nice, cozy home away from home to like venture amongst the stars, like nice little view, you sit just watching like the views, the vistas, the kitchen, I want to say. I think it's the kitchen, but I mean, I don't know
What else
coming
would
out
it
of
be?
these, but
Like a kitchenette, innit?
I don't know. I mean, just maybe this is the kitchen. When you go to a hotel and it's just like, I mean, that clipping through the radar, but
It's a meal prep area, isn't it?
and then it's like
Yeah.
what it's called, a
vacuum
little
sealed
meal
over here, so there's preparate. Oh, hang on, what's this? Original mustard. Let's keep picking it up. But yeah, so I was wandering around the hall today, and I was like, pretty cool. Obviously, I've loaded into game to come to Architect, and realised that I'd logged off at Tressler. So I'm now going to go and fly this back to where it was supposed to be, and yeah.
So I was just at Tressler, but I fast travelled.
You died.
I mean, I'm at the expo hall already. No, fast travelled. So I'm at the expo hall already, but I mean, I'm gonna find some clothes. But no, I've been seeing the Starlancer Max, and I don't know. I've not actually been in one yet, but I think for like purpose that I want a ship for, it's too big for me. No, I say that when I've now got a Hullier buybacks, currently got a whole D, which gives me a whole sea loaner. I don't know. I like my cargo running, but I like it when it's small. I think like the illicit cargoes is probably going to be something I'm going to be hauling a little bit more of.
Hmm. I quite like the idea of illicit cargo running. I like the idea of going back and forth from Pyro and to Stanton to get sort of those rare commodities. I'm hoping Pyro brings with it loads of new rare gems that are only in Pyro. So we have to go there to mine stuff and all that kind of stuff. So it'd be an interesting one. I'm looking forward to the lawless system and kind of being forced into some PvP action because I'm quite a PvE player. I kind of keep myself to myself and I avoid PvP missions and combat and whatever because I just prefer to not go up against other players because I'm not that great at combat. But that being said, I can hold my own in Arena Commander. Obviously, not quite the same because the stakes aren't as high. But I'm looking forward to going into Pyro and getting into some scraps and actually making the most out of like some multi-crew ships and like an escort going through. So yeah, I can't wait for that.
I'd love to see them. So currently, we have like all the commodities are cheap, right? Like even the most expensive one, which I think is probably like Quantanium to buy,
You're right.
realistically and cheap is cheap. I think there should be certain commodities that are like, I don't know, one SCU of diamonds, right?
Right.
Should just be like a mil to buy one SCU's worth, or not necessarily that like stupidly expensive. But imagine you had cargo that was fit for running in smaller ships if you had the input financial like amount to put in, if that makes any sense. Like at the minute, once you've got past the value of buying like the whole like a Zeus's load of cargo, for example, and you've got enough to now fill a caterpillar, you'll never go back to a Zeus.
Mm.
There's no reason to, but I think there needs to be a reason to want sometimes to get the smaller ships out.
Cost, mate. Cost of
Yeah,
running. Right now, there kind of isn't. It's
yeah.
cost of running. Like I think Salty Mike did a video about PvP and stuff yesterday, I think it was, and talking about pay to win in the game and people buying ships that are really expensive and having like capital ships on day one. And I think what a lot of people seem to forget is the price of running big ships. Like you are, even though people are going to have paid their way, quote unquote, to the top on day one in regards to what ships they own, day one Idrises, whatever. Um, People aren't going to have the funds day one of 1.0's launch to even remotely fund those ships. It's not going to be possible. Everyone starts with the same money, give or take, depending on if you back the game really early, where you got some packages that gave you some starting AUEC or UEC. But for the most part, everyone's going to start below 100k. And I mean, one Polaris torpedo is 104,000 currently, probably going to go up, probably going to be 200k a pop. So when you look at those kind of costs for one torpedo, and then you've got, the fuel, the capital size components, there's all those things. It's going to cost you like £1 million, a million UEC per day, let's say, on average, to run a big capital ship. Now, yes, if you have 20 people that are all chipping in, fine. But you've got to go and earn that money. So day one, day two, day three, day four, you're not going to see people in these capital ships. No chance. They won't be able to afford to run them unless it's massive orgs. And even then, it's going to be struggles. So, yeah, I don't think there's too much to worry about in that regards. Yeah, I'm thinking those smaller ships, people will start to use them a lot more than you probably think. Even the starter ships, I think people will probably pull those out on day one.
Hopefully.
See
I
a lot
think
of
so.
that when
There's
it
a
might
reason
come.
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
it's
the
not
issues you're
quite
talking
there
about
yet.
now will be faced when the wipe comes. Really
Yeah,
hope I
I'm.
don't just like plow into the surface on stream.
Yeah, that'd be awkward. Yeah, I'm really hoping that things like engineering almost force people out of just like skeleton crew and big ships. I'd love big ship gameplay and all that stuff,
Hmm.
considering like most of my fleet is larger ships. But I would love for it to have to be for a purpose, right? So like a Polaris is never going to be a money maker, even if you fully crew the thing, or if you like duo crew the thing, you will never, hopefully, earn more than what you spend to like restock and repair. Because
Hmm.
it's not a money making ship, is it? It's a combat ship. It's designed to take on like in like the militaries of the world currently. There is not a profitable military. So
I see what you mean.
yeah, I feel like the money makers should be the other ships. But yeah, I mean we'll see. There's time. Pyro is going to make everything a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be swarmed with Polarises, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You're just going to have like a missile lock constantly.
Yeah, I'm as long as you can evade them comfortably enough, I think it'd be all right. But I am worried about, um, yeah, just how I mean they're slow. They are slow. If you're in a fighter and you get a torp launched at you, chances are you'll dance around it and shoot it before it hits.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's too bad. But yeah, no, it's a bit rough. Polarises are gonna really flood the skies for the foreseeable future. Biggest ship in the game right now, right? So, well, one of biggest you can own. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Absolutely, but
It's-
also one of the reasons why is because CIG have been like, and to be fair, and to their credit, they've been like really generous with who they've given the Polaris to as a loaner. Like that matrix
they
is
have.
full
Yeah.
of Polarises. You got a capital ship? Yeah, cool. Here's a Polaris. It's fantastic to see, and like the savings that were made. If you wanted a Polaris and you didn't have one already, like, and you managed to pick up the CCU when they said this is the last time you will be able to buy it at this price, you have just made a heck of a saving.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're like me and you have CCUs
But-
to save money and you necessarily weren't in the game for a Polaris, then unlucky. Because there's nowhere else to go from the Polaris. The Polaris is now like the top level ship, unless you can start CCUing up to ships that are over a grand.
Can
it's
you
not.
not?
It's
guess
not
you can't.
over £1,000. That's not the cutoff. Because there's ships under £1,000 that you can't CCU to also.
Well, yeah, you've got
Um,
stuff like the Pioneer and
It's just
the
rare shit.
890.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be. The Polaris won't be the only ship to go to that price. There'll be more expensive things. I'm interested to see what price things like the Odyssey goes to, the Nautilus, the Galaxy. There's some of those ships are all going to go up on release. The Kraken, all those things. I mean, the Kraken's not one that you can CC to anyway, but all of those ships just go through the roof. I think. Polaris is. I think it's the price it's at because of its damage output. They don't want everyone to have a Polaris. It's so powerful right now.
It's so powerful, but it's not at the same. So if you're trying to fight another Polaris, the Polarises itself are just terrible. Like the torps don't hit the target. If you're shooting a torp at a smaller, like if you're shooting your torp at like a Valkyrie or something, it's gonna hit every time, and yeah, it's dead in the water. But like if you're shooting the Polaris against the Idris, is just pointless, unless you can get all those PDCs destroyed.
Well, that's the gameplay though. The idea
Yeah.
is that you take that part down. I mean, we did it the other night. We killed 5 Idrises in the space of about an hour and 20 minutes in a Polaris, and we just went back, restocked, and we were dumbfiring. We didn't bother locking on. We got close enough, took out the PDCs and dumbfired, so we got round any flares.
Yeah.
And I mean, we did a run dumbfired three at once and just completely destroyed an Idris and flew off into the sunset. So it's
How romantic.
It was beautiful. But it's powerful, man. It's a big ship, and it's not just that, but all the turrets on it, powerful. The hangar size. We got in an Intrepid, a Pisces, Fury, and something else. 2 Pisces, an Intrepid, and a Fury. We crammed into the hangar the other day.
Yeah.
It's nuts, man. It's nuts what you can fit into that hangar. So, yeah.
Are you
it's
watching
a big
this? What's on my screen right now?
ship. Yeah.
I wonder who that could be.
No idea.
Right.
Carry on. Move along. Nothing to see here.
Carry on.
Carry on.
So, IAE for you boys, like, how has it gone? Is there anything you've wanted that wasn't available? I mean, a
Yes,
lot of
every
people...
unreleased ship. That they're
yeah, I
talking
know,
about.
the Guardian.
Every single ship.
Oh, man.
Guardian was a bit of a kidney punch, wasn't it? I really thought we were going to get that at IAE, and I was convinced. Sorry, CJ, I will stop talking in a second. I was convinced the TAC was coming. That's it. I'll stop there. Sorry, CJ. What were you going to say?
No, so they've got all these ships that they've told us about. The Guardian for one, and I'm not annoyed that it's not gone straight to flyable, but put up a concept for it at least, like something, just so we can see, lock it in. But I don't.
Well,
Yeah,
I wonder
there's
if
so
it's a
many
case
ships.
that something in the coding wasn't quite ready, or maybe it was intended that 4.0 would drop just before IAE.
Yeah, but where's the Metapin? I know the Hornet's gonna be
Anvil Day.
Yeah, but like, Anvil's just gonna release every new ship, and no one else is gonna get any love.
Well, right now
There's no
we're here to
thread.
see Drake.
Well, yeah, and that's it. That's all we need to know. So, alright, I'm gonna go into this really dark, dimly lit corner. Just leave me. I'm just gonna.
Right. So which one is this? This is this the Scout or? Right. So yeah, this is the
It's
Scout
Cutter.
variant. It's the Scout.
It's a cutter.
Tearing down the rough and tumble compact frame of the Cutter to the bare essentials, Drake took an already impressive ship and transformed it into the ideal scouting vessel, featuring improved radar and scanning capabilities paired with more power and cooling. The Cutter Scout is ready to fly ahead of pack. Do you
I'm a
own
big
one?
fan.
You are a big fan.
Big fan. Don't own one. I don't. I'll be honest, and this is going to sound really like whaley of me. I don't own any starter ships at all. Not a single one.
I struggle when get into beginning phases of 4.0.
Well,
you were saying.
Yeah, agreed. I am going to struggle. I'll probably just end up renting something or jumping on a friend's ship because I don't mind that. I'm just trying to go to my hangar to give you my my sort of least expensive ship that I own. I mean, none of my ships are like massive, so like I could probably run a Vanguard pretty early on. I would imagine. What else?
I can't see myself if this was like IRL. I could not see myself getting into this and going, "Wow, this ship is so amazing." I mean, cables all over the place. I know CJ loves his MFD on the floor. I think he's probably about the only person that uses it.
I actually do use that MFD as well.
I remember you saying it's just not something I would go, "Yeah, I really want." But would you be surprised to know that one of my daily drivers is actually the Cutter Rambler?
You gotta think, you're not gonna be like impressed if you get inside this ship, right, and you're looking around.
It's not
But
designed for that,
but everyone's first car is like a little Corsa or a little Fiesta or something. Not impressive cars, but they do the job, and no one's bothered. So this what it is, isn't it? This is like when your mum like first lets you out of the house after passing your test. This is just the really terrible like the ship just to get you out the door. And yes, I said really terrible, and no, I don't mean it.
I love the Cutter. If I was gonna have a starter ship, it would be the Cutter. I don't know which one. I know who was it? I can't remember which CIG dev said it, but he said if they could make one more variant of a ship, he would like to make a Cutter dropship. I think he said.
there was a bounty hunter one.
Oh,
But,
yeah, Bounty Hunter one, wasn't
it was
it?
in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
IAE
yeah.
one today. I never realised there's windows back here though.
Right
Either
back
side of the
here.
door. Yeah,
Very cool.
very cool.
Very cool.
I only own the base car. I don't own the other ones.
I would suggest going for the Rambler. It's got a massive quantum tank, and if you put a VK00, then you can shoot from one side of Stanton to the other and back 3 times. Well, no, there, back, there. So that's what I meant.
Could you do me a massive favour?
Of course.
Could you say that if everyone in the game presses Alt and then goes into third person, that there is a free IAE item that goes into inventory because your server's full?
No.
No.
All
No,
right.
don't. I think you can get banned for trolling people like that. Maybe not, but it's not worth it. I'll
No,
just
have
keep
you
spamming
seen
to
the
it.
best way to get people out of chat? You just type griefing at victory, and then people leave.
Yeah, but people get banned for that, don't they? Hi
That's-
to Dan
well,
in
yeah, they
chat.
do,
That's
yeah.
Oh, there we go. I'm
Hi
in.
to Dan
It
and
worked.
me out.
to Mercedes.
Yeah, but he's calling me out. I'm just thinking, like, if you're there in person, like, you gotta, really nice, or you'd be like, yeah, he does the job, and that's what it's there to do. Like, I don't think any other ship of that size can go as fast as the Rambler with the VK00 and as far. So, unparalleled to me. Right, are we doing the Caterpillar? I mean, are we doing it this early? Because there's a lot to tell about this ship, isn't there?
All right. I'm sorry. I'll get out. Leave me alone, Dad.
I think we'll come back to this one. Yeah, we'll come back to this one.
All right.
So, what we got here? The three cutter variants and the Caterpillar in the main hull. One and this is the Rambler.
And Commander Kitten, yeah, a certain Drake fanboy doesn't have all of the cutter variants. Yes, because I'm not poor and I've just gone past them.
Jesus.
There was a time when
Oh,
I
that's
actually
quite
had
an
all 3
outrageous thing.
variants, to be fair.
Yeah, and if anyone owns the triple concierge pack, let me know because I will buy them and I will own them.
To be fair, you have been after
Hello,
it for quite some
Square.
time.
Yeah, I've been after it forever. I was Squarish in chat, and Mercedes as well, and only Mr. Allen as well. I think you missed it on.
Ah, hello, buddy.
Hello.
Right, okay.
Do you know when people were kicking off and crying because the Medipin got a drop seat?
Yes.
I had one for it's cool. Just saying.
Right, should we head to one of the other halls?
Yes. Not downstairs yet. We'll go over here.
No, we're saved. He's still resistance to the last.
Oh, we don't need to go in there.
Nope. We need to talk about your character customization options that I feel.
What is wrong with my character?
What is right?
That
Have
is
you
a
not
correct
seen my eyeshadow? It is on fleek.
It is very brave, very powerful, very demure.
Very demure.
Very demure.
Right, so I mean, I never really know. We need on the roof big arrows to point to like certain rooms. By the way, Sig, because I don't.
Well, you have to
Are we
take
going
a bearing.
downstairs?
No, we're not going downstairs. See
Alright.
more for him,
Are you
heading for
lost in the halls?
No.
How many years have you been playing this game? They're the exact same layout.
I had to get my. my bearing.
Pete,
Yo,
on dark.
hello.
There's a guy on the floor.
Oh. Did you do it?
Whoa. Just because I'm a Drake owner doesn't mean I murderously slaughter everything.
No, someone.
No,
decided
I
to
did-
just drop their gown
uh,
there and just.
One sec. Can I kill someone? No, I can't. I tried.
Oh, this is gonna be your favourite hall.
Oh, it is my favourite hall as well.
If you could
these are
consolidate one hall to be your fleet, this would be your room right now.
yes, it would.
I may have
Even-
picked up a herald today.
Yeah, even after the buff, the Corsair is still one of the most beautiful things ever. Just look at how its stature there.
Do you mean the nerf?
No, the buff.
What have they done to it now? It was nerfed
Well,
into oblivion.
they changed the gun turret, didn't they? So the bottom two are now turret co-pilot controlled.
I believe it was with good
Wait.
reason though. It was stupendously
no,
powered
no.
ship.
No, that's not. That's a buff.
40%
What?
of all kills
The-
in game were conducted by a Corsair. When there's over 100
Yeah,
viable
now it's
ships
going to
in
be,
game. It's too much.
and now it's going to be 50%. The issue with the Corsair before is everything could outrate it. Now you can't outrate it because it's got a gimbaled gun that follows you around the ship. Twin size fives.
They might do stuff to it. Who knows?
Yeah, hopefully they give it like quad side sixes or something.
Right, will you be joining me in your...
One Polaris talk.
You joining me in your favourite ship to give me the guided tour around? 'Cause
Yeah.
to
On the
be-
way.
To be fair, this is the second time ever I've been in a Herald. The first time was when you gloriously came and picked me up.
So, listen in for the guided tour.
Send it.
Toilet, bed, bit that doesn't work yet, seat, and the door. There you go. That concludes the tour.
Miss weapon rack.
Oh, the weapon rack. No, you don't put weapons in a weapon rack. You don't use the features that CIG add until they force you to use them.
This is a very cool seat though.
The support seat is very cool, and I can't wait for the gameplay for the Herald. I think it's a very underrated inside of the ship. Like, it's very claustrophobic, but it's supposed to be claustrophobic. It's supposed to be small. It just looks so good.
I low-key feel like a Velociraptor has kind of come through this wall. when she goes down to the bunker and she pumps the thing and the power and then
So
Clever girl.
this seat though is a support seat, right?
Yep. Is it emotional?
And that's I wish. And this is a pilot seat, right? Hinting at 2 crew.
Hmm.
But there's only one bed.
Well,
either
there is
top
only
and
one bed.
tailing or spooning.
Yeah, and you know what? Spooning leads to forking.
Well, there is space above it, which doesn't
There-
seem to be taken by anything particular. Maybe there's a
No.
variant coming where they'll put a bunk bed in.
Could you imagine if they do a variant Herald?
I can imagine there being videos of like you and I or some duos on the net going, "Oh yeah, how long can we survive in this Herald?"
Yeah,
I
100%.
mean, I don't think
I-
people would want to be part of a twosome in this ship because it would be gruesome with the toilet just being there, no door, legs hanging over the side. Do you know what I mean?
CJ's character's
Oh,
face
look, I
staring at
mean-
you while you're laying in bed.
Right. Well, the thing is, Wonder, I don't know about you,
It's a
but
one-tap.
you know my career history. Oh no,
It's a one tap. You
Dan,
need to melt the ship.
Dan. No, I don't. I need to put in an issue council report. It only has one tap. But no, you've seen my past career, mate. I've spent more time in smaller vessels, so
Yeah.
I think this one will suffice. This is quite large and luxurious.
So, still fastest ship in the game?
I don't think it is. You know, because they needed to sell Peregrines, so they made something faster. They took the only thing that it had going for it at this current rate in time.
It is an interesting looking ship. What's the fuel size like?
Pretty decent, to be fair. It's probably no worse than a ship of its class.
Well-
It probably drinks it faster, but it
I've
can do
picked
max
one up.
nav speed in atmosphere. So
I have picked one up. I will give it a go.
yeah, someone needs to sort that tap out, Dan.
Which ship should we go to
Yeah.
next here?
The Corsair's been done to death. If you want to see about the Corsair, anyone in chat, GFA has a really good video on it. Go watch that.
Oh gosh, poor Foggy. He's yet
Yeah.
to return to the game.
It was blown up a number of times and jettisoned into space.
And
I have
knocked
to
out.
get him in the Peregrine video.
And knocked out, yes, by absolute. We need that clip.
Pure one bomb.
That it was hilarious. By nothing. He just fell over.
I should have prepared that really, but
Yeah.
So Buccaneer.
So, one thing I love about the Buccaneer, and it's probably the thing that people hate the most, is the landing gear.
Oh,
The way
that's
the landing gear folds up underneath it's amazing.
I quite like the little green glow around the screens in it. It's just if it's screen glow, if it's glow off of light somewhere.
Look at you streaming and just zoom in at the cockpit. Excuse me. Can you get out of that, sir? Excuse me. Excuse me.
It's my turn.
It's my turn, please.
Right, let's see what the MFDs are looking like. Is this going to turn
Ejecto Cedo, cuz.
Ejecto-cedo, cuz. Out of all the quotes, I don't think I'll get a Fast and Furious quote at
In this day and
8:30.
age.
Yeah.
Okay,
A
so
Fast and Furious quote from like 15 years ago as well.
in traditional Drake style, ship no work. So I will get up
One
and
sec.
see.
Hello, Data. Chat, thanks for popping in. Go and enjoy a wedding, bro. Close the
Yes,
stream.
you are at a wedding.
Yeah. We appreciate your support, but I'd appreciate it if you go and enjoy yourself. Anyway, yeah, Buccaneer. And the thing is, you don't really notice with this is have you seen the top spline mount for the gun?
Yeah.
You can get a number of different modifications for the top, and like you can get a small 2 guns on the top, or you can get 2 big guns, or like 1 size 4 on the top. And I actually run this in a full ballistic scattergun loadout before, with a size 4 ballistic scattergun on the roof, and
That sounds
it's a
gnarly,
glass
man.
cannon. Literally is a glass cannon. It will just slap ships out the air.
The meta of the game right now, right? Still.
I'm not
With the
sure.
current flight
No,
model?
I don't think it ever was. It was just someone jumped the gun on a bit of data. They were quickly
Yeah.
slapped down by those that
By
took
most
a bit
of the
more
community.
like due diligence in their research.
By people that didn't cry about master modes.
You, hey, we going
so-
there, are we? I
No.
came sort of half dressed,
Like,
ready for
actually-
Drake Day.
Operator modes, actually, not master modes.
Oh yes.
I came fully dressed for Drake Day, so
Screw it. You asked me to move on, huh? Right, are we doing Corsair? Are we missing the Corsair? I know you said it's been done
Nah,
to death, but
it's the Corsair. It's been actually no. There is
Right.
one thing. There is
yes,
one thing.
there is one thing, isn't there? I know exactly.
Yes, there is
what it
one thing.
There's one definite reason.
Oh, I know.
where it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
You know where it is?
I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
Yes.
Go. We need to see it. Go on.
I'm not going to spoil because of desync. You go first. Because otherwise you're just going to get there before me, regardless. And then
just
I'll
gotta
just
wait
like
for you.
teleport in front of you. I'm on the elevator.
I do like this. The old. I almost feel like I'm going in a mining shaft. Do you know what? I talk smack about.
This is one of the nicest
I talk
elevators.
smack about Drake, man, but I really do like Drake. Right? It just adds its own little dynamic element to it. Now,
Yeah.
I feel like I can smell all the Drake ships through the screen whenever I'm on them. Like an old World War II hangar mixed with like dog shit is what I imagine a Drake ship smells like.
is it really?
Has someone stolen it?
Someone may
probably.
have stolen it.
Rent it
Right.
and then take
Talking
it out.
about stealing. Oh, I don't want to see crotch shot.
No.
Sorry for everyone else.
No.
Look what I found earlier.
Oh.
Little
Thought you
teddy
were going to
bear
blame me for something.
in the raft.
Oh, nice.
Now, if I do
Right,
remember rightly,
I've actually got something to show
it's a
you in
little
the
Easter
Corsair.
egg. that won't disclose what.
I've got something to show you in the Corsair. So come to the little
I'm stuck in the door,
roundabout room.
I'll
Just open the door, bro.
No, I'm in the door.
Just open the door.
There you go.
There we go.
Just open the door.
Do you know they've said that ballistic projectiles, are going to fly through ships, right?
Yep.
To cause internal damage.
Hmm.
Just take a walk around this little tiny room.
Don't want to hit this room. Oh,
It's got everything in it.
It needs to be hit.
Everything is here. Like,
What's that range?
literally-
I'm not going to want to see this get hit.
no, absolutely not. Power supply, cooler, batteries, quantum fuel tanks, hydrogen fuel tanks.
I hope we
Jump
get
drives.
drill charges,
Wait,
missiles that go through it, like start drilling into ships and explode on the inside. That'd be wonderful for that
Why?
specific room. Because
That is an
imagine that
incredible
going
idea.
into there. get a drill charge and just go straight into the middle of the Corsair room and poof.
Why? Why would you do this?
There goes your
Also
size
works for the
5
C.
turret at the front.
Also works for the C1 though, in the rear door.
So
In
the
the Spirit
nearest
series, it's got
Mm.
front drive and the power generators.
fire extinguisher out here. That room gets hit. You're gonna need that.
Hmm.
Yeah, and there kind of needs to be a fire extinguisher in each. Well, I suppose actually, if you're by the armory, then you can just jump out.
Is there one in cargo bay? I'm just getting to Microtech now, by the way, so I was taking bloody ages to fly over.
There is one in cargo bay. It's right
So,
next
yeah.
to the door panel. So yeah,
One either
I mean,
side, not bad.
that's not bad. But if you're in the armory, then you yeah, unlucky.
It's
We were
another-
looking at the single tap.
It's another single tap.
Is it another?
It's a single tap. Do you know what? I
Do you
didn't really
expect
think
Drake to
too
have double
much-
tap money?
I don't know, but I was staying somewhere recently, and I had to go fill up my water bottle, and it was a mixed tap, and I just found that I actually couldn't trust it. Couldn't trust it.
Yeah, it's just a bit cringe at
Right.
that point, isn't it?
Yeah, I was always brought up like, oh, you can't drink the water that comes out of the hot water tap because it's been up in a tank and it's ferrous or whatever. So I've never drank it. So I have an affliction against mixer taps, drinking out of them.
Okay.
Trust it.
Yeah, it's like from yeah. There's a reason why individual taps are still as prevalent today.
Hygiene and cleanliness.
Do you
Something
have?
that
Do
Drake
you
is
have
probably
let
known.
me ask you a question.
Send it.
Do you have a double tap in your kitchen at home, or a single tap?
A comment.
I
No, answer
have
the question, Pete.
It is a mixer tap in my kitchen, but it goes through a Brit
Well-
filter.
Yeah, but is it a single tap?
It is a single tap.
Let me tell you something. You're drinking piss water. All right.
Oh no!
oh no.
I think everyone is.
Right.
To a degree.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
They
Bear
say
Grylls does
the lifespan of the Earth, every single drop of water has been through a vessel 7 times. Quite the statistic. Can you stop abusing?
He's an origin owner. It's okay.
I mean, okay, well, Brit Drake can't do it, right?
Yeah,
I don't know why it's defaulting to showing off the crotch. I'm trying to drag the. Yeah, I can't rub his body. Never mind. Right. To the other hall.
Robbie's whole body. Okay, I'm just gonna put your body in my inventory. I can't wait for
Oh,
actual like oh,
other hall.
I'm in the north.
Right, let's go downstairs.
I can't wait for like actual fully fleshed out persistence on the next patch, like on 4.0, because I'm going to make it my entire patch's worth to store as many bodies in my hangar as possible. Like I'm gonna have, I want a 400i, and the only reason I want a 400i is because I want to Dracofy it.
I know exactly
It
the
would-
room you're talking about as well. You're talking
Rooms?
about, yeah, where you first go up the stairs into the ship and you go through that door, and then there's 2
There's a-
rooms either side. They're designed
Yeah.
to be holds, aren't they, for prisoners?
No, I think they're like equipment rooms or something. Maybe holds. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
No, I think
Um,
their component rooms haven't been finished,
Yeah,
right?
I think they're component rooms and they're segregated.
That's how they got the ice, the cooling on it. The ice.
Yeah. But the X1 area, I want to put a cow, space cow, looking into the ship, because you know when the X1 goes up, there's a little like little window that you can see. You can usually see your X1 in.
Yeah.
I want to see the face of a cow, and Eason's cow to be specific. When he starts doing farming, I'm just going to kidnap his cow and hold him for ransom.
I feel like we're going to be doing that on an almost daily basis, is taking his cows and hiding them somewhere else.
Yes.
I've just
Yeah.
seen Spectre's comment in chat. Disgusting. Right, okay, so this is the jewel in a lot of people's crowns. The JPEG that we really want. Like, really, really want.
Has this been updated?
It looks a bit different, doesn't it?
So
On the nose, look right on the tippy top of the nose. Is that
I noticed
always
this.
been there as a turret?
I noticed this
Or is it like-
first at Cousin Crow's. I was like, there is more
Yeah.
detail in this ship than there was before, and that was immediately after Citizen. But then I was like, well, the
Mhm.
exterior might have had a little bit of a rebrush because obviously they used it in the video, didn't they? The borehole.
Hmm.
Yeah.
When the Kraken came up, I mean, you boys were sat next to me. You've seen that how much I went for that. I was like, I really thought.
Yeah.
that was a
I've
little
never seen
teaser.
CJ's face more excited ever.
Yeah, we actually, so for anyone watching, I had to go and get one of the cleaners to come over because the floor got very, very messy. Like, everything was on the floor when the Kraken came out.
Mm.
There was piss, there was poop. Have you seen the docking collar there? I love
Yes.
how the docking collar is in the strut of, like,
Yeah,
the wing,
it's really
the canard,
nicely
whatever it's
implemented.
called.
But I mean, we know what's going to be affixed to them permanently, don't we?
Yes, he's an asshole. Yes,
The
Easton's
Legionnaires,
asshole
bro.
or Legionnaires. Yeah, it's going to be Legionnaire either side.
Not only preventing entry
And
for
then-
anyone else, but it enables us to jump in our own. Just
Yeah, exactly. And then
size
when
of
there's
this.
another Kraken, we can just,
Mm,
And also, have you seen the hangar bays bit?
yeah.
Yeah, Twitch did change their not suitable for work policies. If you don't notice on the edge, there is a sticker over its nipple, so it's okay, it's allowed. Have you seen the hangar bays are so like chunky?
Yeah.
It's such a like. I'm wondering what's the biggest ship we could fit in there.
Can I ask you why you own a Kraken and an Ironclad, or are you going to CC the Ironclad to a Kraken?
You cannot CC the Ironclad to a Kraken.
Okay, so why do you own both?
So I do not. I don't own a Kraken. I cannot afford a Kraken. I wish.
Oh, okay.
However, I have both Ironclads.
That's just as bad as
It
a
is,
Kraken.
isn't it? You can only fly one at a time. So
No, I can play both at the same time.
I
There's macros for that.
wonder if we've got the Ironclads here.
Look at the
Okay.
thrusters
next
on that,
door.
bro.
Yeah, let's go next door. We'll come back.
Sorry.
Let's talk.
I'm
About
too
the
busy
Ironclads.
salivating. So this is the. Which Ironclad is this? I can't actually. Oh no, that's the tractor beam at the top. So this is the base Ironclad. It's
Both have the retractable
very.
roof, don't they?
Yeah.
No. Do they?
They're not?
Pretty sure. Pretty sure both have the roof.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe. Well, yeah. So either way, ships are gonna get a. They're gonna get a nom nom. That's what's gonna happen.
Well, we've already
What are
discussed our
those-
pirating policy, haven't we? Well, should we say our recruitment
No.
policy?
Yeah, forced recruitment. It's very. I love this because it's very Kraken. Like they've stuck to like the aesthetic of Kraken on this ship. And I can't wait for the front door to open and then out roll Tonks, mate. It's gonna be so cool.
How big is the hangar? What we
It can
talking?
fit-
What
I
can
think
fit?
I think it's 4 Tonks can go in there, but it's concept, so it could get bigger.
Yeah, Prince Jack.
True.
I want them to do like a actual Drake ground assault vehicle,
Go back to where you were.
like a donk.
I'd quite like more ground assault vehicles and all manufacturers and like drop ships and just more things like that would be cool to see.
Yeah.
I hope we do get like the Helldivers ODST style drop pods eventually.
Yeah.
That would be really cool. I don't know how complicated that would be to get to work, but and also like survivability. Would it do like a SpaceX assisted slowdown and soft touchdown kind of landing, or would it do
Yeah.
like Helldivers straight into the floor and then open up style landing, and it's like a one-off? Once you drop your pod, that's it. There's no going back. But it would be
Yeah.
really, really cool to have that in the game.
I can imagine though, that no matter what design they decide, you will, if they decide for it to retro burn when it's about to land, or if it's supposed to hit the ground with force, either way you're gonna die. Just the way that like netcode works. I think you do. There is no. Your escape pods are only going to escape your imminent demise and create a later imminent demise. But no, don't know. Very nice, very cool. I'm more interested about the detachable bridge though. The command cockpit thing.
Yeah, what like the caterpillar?
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
the same. The blocker is the same blocker that's
Oh,
getting
cool.
worked on for this. That's then going to give it to the caterpillar.
So I was
Nice.
traveling when this was released. I didn't know it had that functionality.
Yeah, me neither. Just found
Yeah.
out about that.
So it's good and it works independent. So I think once the cockpit's detached, I think the rest of the ship loses all its like responsibilities. I'm not too sure. I'm hoping that's not the case because I would love to just like leave this in orbit with a load of other little bits in it and then like fly around a scouter thing or something like that.
Does that mean, yeah, you have two separate power plants, right? One for the smaller ship and one for the bigger ship. So it will still be able to function, I imagine, but probably not be able to fly anywhere. So it might be like a bit of become like a hangar.
I expect it's not going to be able to do anything purely because the function of that detachable cockpit is actually for escape. So
I reckon like turrets and stuff will still work. It just probably won't be able to go anywhere.
it might have like the batteries or something. It might have like limited supply just to aid in escape, maybe, but that's about it.
No, they'll have its own power plant. The power plant won't go with the small ship because it will have its own. It will be like a size, whatever capital size 5 power plant for the big ship, and the small ship will probably have like a size 1 power plant. I'm assuming anyway. Otherwise, you're gonna break off with a size 5 capital ship power plant on a tiny little block. But yeah, I mean maybe that's what they'll do, and it will just all go power outage.
Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, so this is probably going to be one of the first ships that it actually works properly on. So yeah, I don't know.
Do you like Augusta's idea of taking the Kraken in with a ton of stealth ships on? Just using the Kraken as the mule to get close to the just entering.
Yeah. Especially the privateer, and it's just like I'm just a merchant. I'm not doing anything bad, and then all of a sudden,
what you gonna do?
all of a sudden you've just been abducted by legionnaires. Oh, this would be so cool. Or how many blisters do you reckon you can fit on the top?
This is designed to
More
land.
than one, that's for sure.
Looking underneath,
Yes.
I never thought this would go planet side.
Well, it might not. It might be like moons because there's going to be a gravity side of it. But I think it is designed to actually land.
Science and exploration and ships that like can go into atmosphere on certain planets and not into atmosphere on others.
Yeah. But I think SRVs. I think every single ship in the game should have the ability to land.
Not necessarily take
with enough SRVs. So like you can tow something like even a javelin. I reckon you should be able to land a javelin, but it won't like be able to take off under its own weight. It will require like 8 SRVs or something to get out.
Can I tell you exactly how I'm going to kill your Kraken in one go?
Send it.
You know it has a gravity field on the top, obviously. So I'm assuming as you fly into the ship, there will be a generated gravity field, so you can walk around on the top when you're in flight and land and stuff. Gravity fields, as we know from Benny Henge, shout out the Benny Henge video I did. As soon as you go into a gravity field, you can drop bombs. So if you fly an A1 and land, you can release your bomb and fly off, and then just shoot it. And big boom.
Who invited this guy?
Big bada boom.
Big bada boom.
Now do it with an
Big
A1.
bomber.
Yeah. Small bag of bada boom. What?
You just keep your bombs to yourself. You filthy animal.
I would like to see the A1 get the functionality like it had in the video. with the bubble, bubble, bubble. The cargo
That would be
bomber.
cool.
Yeah.
But what I meant was like you just drop them across the top and then
Yeah.
Pretty good. I'd love to see actual cluster, actually working cluster munitions.
Hmm.
Imagine a torp that just flies in, and just before it gets to the end, it just, instead of being one size 9 torps, it just opens up to like 32 size 1
Yeah, like a
infrared clusters.
tomahawk.
You mean
Yeah.
James Bond in No Time to Die? That's the munition
You
just
got
comes in.
Yeah, like in any of those, but even like with bombs, if they added the abilities for cluster munitions, I think it'd be rather cool.
Hmm. Yeah, cluster bombs 100%. I think would be a very welcomed addition to like the armament of any bomber in the game,
Yeah.
for sure.
But then I also think the ship would probably be able to shrug off like a decent bomb. I'm hoping. The ships on the hangar bays, yeah. On the pads, maybe not so much, but
Depends, right? Like if I don't know how Maelstrom's going to work, but if it's like 1-for-1 damage, and then once the shields are dropped, every sort of bullet or bomb that hits the side of a ship will like shred a piece of metal. Like if a missile gets through, you're going to be ripping off part of the landing pads and all sorts.
yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. It's not a ship. I have to be honest, guys. It's not a ship I'm that bothered about, the Kraken. But let me rephrase that. It's not a ship I'm bothered about owning. But it's a ship I can't wait to see, be on, and experience. Not one for me personally. You know, beauty in the eyes of the beholder and all that. It's not a GFA ship, but it's very cool. There's no denying it's a very cool ship.
It is very
And the
cool.
possibilities of it. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
unless it's flying towards you, in which case you're like, oh.
I'm gonna just use insurance fraud and get one on my account that way.
Right.
And by insurance fraud, Pete's just gonna turn around one day and just go, "Where's my Kraken gone?" So, yeah. But no, I think
I think they'll implement something so that it can't just happen. It might be, you get to steal the ship, you get to make it yours, but you can't reclaim it. Something.
well,
There'll be something.
but they said that if you take it to the council, you're going to get your tag back. So it will therefore be your ship. So it'll be account bound, in-game account bound.
The thing is, if people do that, it's just going to ruin the game. It'll ruin the game for everyone. Not with the Kraken.
for me,
because
I like
it's the
Kraken.
Kraken.
It's not going to
Yeah, but what if everyone else has Kraken? It's no longer a special ship. And also,
Yeah,
like, Kraken
I'll-
being
I'll-
Kraken
yeah,
is
yeah.
going to be a bit ridiculous. But
Yeah, and then at that point, I'll just be mingy trade 80 bombs on the deck to Krakens. I've got great pilots. Upgrade your internet one done.
I think it's just something to do with the bit rate. Right,
Yeah.
should we go and have a look at the Caterpillar now?
I think I'm visible on your screen.
Okay.
I think I am.
It's invisible.
I know I am. Right in front of you.
See me?
Yeah. Standing literally a few foot in front of you.
Where did you pat it?
Maybe it's
Wait,
decent.
You're right in front of me now. I can walk through you.
Yeah, walk forward. You just jump me out of the way. Maybe if I walk into you at the same time. That's weird. I've never seen that. Try and walk now. Did you get shoved a bit? Yeah. Well, I'm here in spirit.
Oh,
Hey, let me pick up this box. Can you see this? Can you see this? This gown disappear? If I carry this, maybe I'll pop into existence.
it's gone. It's just disappeared. Right, let's go and get you onto a cargo grid. Sometimes that solves the issue. But that's troubling to see.
It's a
that that's
poltergeist,
happened.
guys.
Nobody clip this. Don't need to introduce
Clip
this
it.
bug to the game. I don't know how you've managed to
Just
do it.
making sure there's.
I
Make
haven't
sure
done
there's
anything.
we've missed, right? So we did.
Turn up.
Bro, we missed the cutlasses.
Yeah, we have actually, haven't we?
There's an entire cutlass hall. Yeah, no.
Is
Where
your
are
CPU going a bit mental, Pete?
No. I do like the NZXT because can you just have a little gander at it and be like, "No, I'm sound."
Yeah.
The-
The Rambler's a cool ship, huh? That's the first time I've seen one
Yeah,
Yes.
in game.
I do rate the Rambler.
Cool looking. I love it.
That's it with the
There you
VK00.
go.
You can go from Aero 18 to Microtech and back and there again.
Maybe I will pick one up as a starter ship. That's a cool ship.
Where?
Well, there's 4 to 5 over here. That says
Yeah, no, it's got to be a 4 to 5. It's in the adjoining room to the other side room, so it's got to be back here.
What are you trying to do?
All the cutlasses. Because one of the best Drake ships in the game, other than the Herald, is over here.
I
know
don't
where he's
like
going to take us
cutlasses.
to. I personally would say the blue is like a really good ship,
The blue is very good, yes.
but you're talking about steel, aren't you?
Is it? I don't think is it that way? No, come on.
No, this would be.
I don't think. This is Buccaneer Herald thingy. Have I said?
Have you seen that they're working on the mining saddles? Trying to get them to work to detach and stuff.
I think that's because didn't they say the Endeavour is or the Misfortune is on its way? Is heavily hinted at.
Yeah, there was something that relied on that tech or something like that.
Cool,
I'll tell you what, Vulture for a Warbond today was an absolute waste.
Again?
Like the Vulture's probably one. Yeah,
I swear it's the same CCUs now. Like it seems to be exactly the same CCUs. Like, okay, cool, you get to an M2, but people are like, okay, I want to save some money on the way to the M2. Like,
yeah,
it's just they're very limited in their choice. Like, if you are a starter ship and you have like not a very good economy in your country, you're not really going to be able to afford that. It'll be too big of a cost to absorb. If you've got like a cutter starter pack or one of the old Aurora ones, then it's sound. But how are you going to get up to like Cutlass Black? Because there's nothing between the Cutlass Black. It's a bit of a shame.
yeah. But this is a very nice.
Oh, if I get in a medical bed, where are you? You're in the Cutlass Red.
Yep.
Yes, we're in the red.
Right, I'm on the steel. Let me come over. I'm wondering if I get in a medical bed, if I'll appear.
This is going to be like the haunting of IAE.
The bed is lower down than that.
It will just go down on its own.
So if I just...
Red
The power
realm.
of Chris Roberts compels you.
It's gonna see that door magically open in a minute.
I know you've just set that so you don't get like a fright and the bed starts to move on its own. I mean, to be fair,
Not
we
again.
got party marker for you. Oh,
Yeah.
wait,
Oh, I
wait.
can see him.
Ooh, invisible man.
There he is.
You're not
There he is,
invisible.
Baldy Locks.
Oh, you can
Yeah,
see me.
Yeah, we can see you.
This is all good. I'm just laying down for no reason.
Nah, stay there, stay there.
I could actually do with a bit of a drink. Let me go medical care.
No injuries.
What suit of armour is
detected.
this you're rocking?
I'll tell you when I can stand up and check what it's called. I think it's the Omni something.
Sighted pistol. Nice.
Right, I can't actually.
Bed has absorbed you.
Should
Well,
be
that's annoying. I wanted to see if I could pump you full
Oh.
of drugs.
ORC Mark 5. Dude, I want to get into. I was about to say I want to get into drugs in a big way. I want to get into the medical side of this game in a big way. And the other day we had an injury on the Polaris where Kitten had broken one of their legs. So I doping them up with the med gun with just, what was it called? Dioxapine or something?
Yeah, the Troxin or
That's it. I was
something
just absolutely doping the leg with that so they could walk again. I just love the idea of learning that properly and becoming like a medical personnel is like my goal in this game. If I'm on a crew, I want to be medical personnel. Who the heck?
Drake fans. Drake
I
sympathy.
think I scared him. It's okay.
Right.
So let's go to the best Drake ship.
The Vulture.
if it's the Cutlass
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, not gonna lie, big fan of the Vulture.
Yeah, I am. I love the Vulture.
So I have a
I
video on
wish
the
it had a
Vulture.
slightly bigger cargo space. Sorry, go on.
Oh, you've seen the video that I've got of the Vulture where I stow the backpack and I can hear it misbehaving. I turn around, it disappears. Like, well, where's it gone? And I go downstairs. Oh, it's just despawned. Oh, but I need to empty my hopper. I open the door, and what comes out? The backpack. Right. So
Yeah, it's a funny video.
I've only ever
Yeah.
taken one unironic trip on the Still, and that was as part of the experience. And they used this as their sort of shuttlecraft to the 890. That's the only time
All I'm
I've
gonna say
ever-
is, if the steel got torped, it would have survived. So yeah, the
Go through the
steel's
middle. Go through
yeah.
the middle. This is the first time I've been on the Still.
The
I
steel is very
freaking
nice.
love this thing. Yeah.
It's got the cargo here, the storage box is here, the same as the rest of them. It has the turret, not the toilet.
Who needs a
It's
toilet?
got 4.
Everywhere's a toilet on Drake.
Oh wait, is there no toilet on here at all?
You're standing on it.
No?
But there's beds though.
Just find a corner.
Yeah. Beds are for
Yeah.
napping.
Oh, wrong button. Well, off I go.
But yeah,
That's a long
it's very nice.
I like the Still a lot. That is, yeah, very nice ship. Again, I want more ground ops opportunities. Did we ever get the heist? We didn't, did we? We never got the heist for the centers, distribution centers.
No.
That's such a shame. I need that in my life so we can take a Valk down and do ground ops.
The one thing I would
Or
love to
steel.
see on the steel, though, is a little bit of modularity when it comes to the seats. Because like the steel's a dropship, right? You're not always dropping people. You might want to drop a ground vehicle.
Hmm.
I think it'd be nice if we could have the option to pull all the seats out,
Or even just to
or
shift
maybe
this
like
over.
have. Yeah, well, I'd say probably. I'd be nice to CIG and just have it as a module in the vehicle manager and just straight up just pull it out.
Yeah, I'm sure that would be an option. I don't see why not. If it's just taking seats in and out.
But if you physicalize
Yeah.
that and have it bind to the cargo grid,
Yeah, and yeah, so replace these drop seats with the seats we have currently that we are supposed to be able to snap to the grid.
Hmm.
You can turn it into your own passenger transport
Be like-
drop ship anyway.
1x2, 2x2, and like 3x2.
What would you be able to fit in here though? It's quite a narrow ramp. I feel like
Yeah.
they'd have to expand the ramp. Like, what are you going to fit
Well,
in
you
there? I
just
don't think you
pull-
get an
pull
Nova in
all
there.
these out.
You can get mules in there. You'll get the new power armors in there for combat and all that sort of stuff.
In the
It's quite-
nicest possible way, what are you dropping a mule into combat for? You might get an Ursa in here without the seats, maybe.
You can get an Ursa, but it gets caught on like the edge here. You have to like ram it in.
Yeah, it's a
But
nice
imagine
idea.
if still they just like widened the door a little bit.
Yeah, they would have to redo the whole ship, which I can't imagine them wanting to do because that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
For not really much. There's other ships that can do it, right? So, but I do get what you mean. It would be awesome. I just think it's even if you took these seats out, you're not getting much in here by size of vehicle.
Yeah.
You could get some like dragonflies. Get like a whole array of dragonflies. That would be quite cool.
Yeah, I'd love to see dragonflies, and then with these side doors mounted and all that sort of stuff as well, with the guns, because there's 2 guns on each side.
I do like
So
these
it's
side doors.
A lot of damage.
They're really good. They're nice.
How do you deploy the guns?
Yeah, they're nice and
Uh,
big.
it's
Ample space for you just to leave the ship and go and see another one.
There's 2. I thought there was just.
yeah,
I
there's
thought
2.
there was just
Oh
one.
no,
Yeah, there's 1 on each side.
the steel's packing.
Oh.
It would be quite cool to get this fully manned. So you've got like 18
Yeah.
like seated. You got pilot, co-pilot 20, 2 door gunners on each side, 24, and then 25 at the back. 25 crew to run. In fact, and then you got the turret as well. 26.
Yeah,
A full
But the best
suite
thing
of
is-
26 people.
Imagine
it would be
it's
amazing.
fully gunned. So like you broadside, you've got 2 guns on one side, you've got the turret on the top, but you've got a remote turret at the back also.
Mm.
Like there's a lot of firepower here.
It's a very cool ship. Can't
Um,
deny it.
Yeah, it is very nice, and I love the fact the best skin on this ship so far is the Foundation Festival.
Yeah, Foundation.
Because it
even
keeps
though Gladius is
its like
fantastic.
metallic-y look as well. So yeah, it's very nice. I'd love
Yeah.
to see a. It's never going to happen, but like imagine a steel Western show.
well, that could happen. Have we never had a Cutlass Best in show?
We've had Cutlass, but
They don't carry over.
yeah,
What?
it's been a Cutlass Black.
Oh, really? The
Yeah, they
Best in
don't-
show is specific to variant.
Specific. Yeah.
I never knew that. I don't know why. I guess I've never known any of the
But-
Best in shows to be.
You don't mix it.
Yeah,
with
and we're gonna find out in this IAE because the C1 got Best in Show and the
Hmm.
Terrapin, so we might get a Metapin skin, but yeah.
I didn't know that. Good point. That's a shame. Yeah, Cutlass still
Yeah.
deserves more love. Fantastic shit.
Yeah, I think it. People just hate on, people just hate on Drake, and then people hate on the Steel, like more so. But if it's a pink Best in Show one year and it's full solid pink, it needs to be the Herald. For no particular reason. But I want to pick up. Squarish said that
You need.
if you're on about the pilot, he's got such a high KD in the belt.
He does?
You do not have a high KD. No, because you've got more deaths than kills. So technically, it's a lower KD.
He's
Just
got a
not
high
your
DK.
deaths. Yeah, high DK. Yeah. In Org versus Org, he's managed to kill our Org more than anyone else has. But that's by the by.
The Valk, I tell you what, I don't blame him because the Valk
It's so
is.
ugly.
No, that's nice. Can you take that back?
No.
The Valk is so much bigger than you realise when you're flying it. When you're flying the Valk, it feels small, but when you actually look at how big it is on the outside, you start smashing into things without realising. Like, I can sympathise with that because it is. If you know, like a big dog, but if it fits, it sits. That's what the Valk's like. You just don't know your own size.
Yeah.
And yeah, I have hit buildings before thinking I'm going to get through a gap, and it's like, oh no, I never would have got through that.
Yeah, well, we've got a video of Squarish just literally flying it straight into one of the buildings in a Siege of Orison thing.
Yeah, I did the
So-
exact same thing in the exact same place with you on board, I think, Pete. If you remember, we
that
took a
was
Valk down to
the
the Orison platforms.
C2, wasn't it? I think it was.
No,
a
that was
Valkyrie.
in the Valkyrie. Yeah, yeah.
So you boys left? Or you just left me on my own here? Because I see your party markers.
Yeah,
like,
I'm gone.
Okay, so you don't want to talk about the red, well, not the red, but the. We left the blue. There's the vulture. What's in the other one?
Yeah. Yeah, nah.
You got blue,
so-
black, red, and steel, and vulture there.
But we also have a Caterpillar.
You do.
And we have overrun already, so
Yeah,
Still one of the coolest ships in the game, the cat.
the cat is one of the coolest ships.
we were like, this is going to
Needs
be a
a lot of
short
work.
one. It's going to be like 45 minutes long.
Hmm. I wonder if in the Caterpillar you could put like the ATLS on the elevator.
Good question. Actually, I don't know. I just lifted mine in with a tractor beam to get it in.
I suppose you could do that also.
Yeah.
When are we
Um,
seeing the elevator function?
Whenever the
they
carrot
unlock
comes
it
as
for the
well.
carrot, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what they're waiting on? Is it?
We don't know, but
I don't think they're waiting
assume
on it. But if they're working on one, they'll work on the other because it's literally the exact same action, but obviously different ship. But I'm assuming if you're going to get someone to work on one whilst it's fresh in their mind, like the animation for it, they'll do the other one at the same time.
I won't lie,
Makes
I've
sense,
actually
I
forgotten
guess.
how to get in this ship.
At the back. Get it to the back.
Not that far back.
lower the elevator for you.
Yeah.
There it is.
Cat,
Oh,
Cat's going to be one of those ships that when it's polished off, it's going to be that with the modularity and stuff. It's going to be a tasty ship.
Yeah. Yeah,
Tasty.
will.
Nice tattoo.
Thanks, man. Do you like? I got bullied for it the other day.
Did you?
I think it looks nice.
Good.
Yeah. I said it's the only head tattoo that's on one side of your head that's above the ear, outside of the Valakar. And the Valakar looks too phallic-like for me to have wrapped around my ear, so I went for the flowers.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, again?
Again. I wonder if there's any the two-tap design.
I'm telling you, they don't have 2-tap money in Drake. I bet Origin has 3 taps.
We don't need to go down this much, is there? They all look the same.
I was gonna say, here's one cargo room.
Here's the next
Where's the? Is there a kitchen? I know we have the dining
Yes,
table
there
which
is.
walks past.
Like a crew.
Where?
I don't know why. The door closing in my face then just made me jump like in real life. I don't know why.
Here's engineering, somewhere I've never been before.
The ship is so nice considering how old it is.
I
As
got
well.
lost on this the
Yeah.
first time, man. Like,
Oh, there's a
lost.
fire extinguisher here.
I still get lost in it.
It's a shame
to
we
be
don't
honest.
have Hype Evo in
Oh,
chat. He
this is the kitchen.
really likes Caterpillar to the point where one of the biggest ships he owns is the best in show 2949. You got it for quite a good price
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, I think the tractor beam positioning could do with rework as well.
I don't think I've even been in it. I thought this was like a
Yeah.
turret room.
It controls the tractor beam that's like underneath this side.
Oh, is this new?
But the issue is,
It used to be
No,
there.
no,
Yeah.
no, it's been-
The room's been there, but there was nothing there until they added tractor beams.
Genuinely don't think I've
Yeah.
been there. What a beautiful place. Then
It's-
it's traversing the stars to come up here and literally stargaze. That's cool.
yeah.
That's really cool. Oh, I both fallen through the floor.
But tractor beam, your knees are gone. Tractor beam usability is not good on the cat because you
No.
can't see into the actual thing. So all you can see is basically the open.
Cargo ramp.
But yeah, it's kind of useless to be honest. Like, the best you can do is load it up there, then you have to go and move it anyway. And at that state, and then you have to have someone else in the cargo bay to position it. At which point, you might as well not have the tractor beam at all, because the person in the cargo bay can just move the stuff up and position it. So they need to move it. Basically, it's pointless where it is.
To Square
Does not
Ish's
the work.
point in chat, Toby is currently 20% off on the website. If you miss it,
Woohoo!
I do have a code. GFA also has a code that enables, I think it's 15% off all year round.
Tasty stuff. Tasty Toby.
They're incredible. aren't they?
You want to add some
Yeah, they
context to that.
genuinely are.
You don't
What?
just want to like leave it on Tasty Toby.
No, I'll leave it exactly like that.
Okay. Let me guess. Your favourite ship is a
Keep words out.
starfighter.
Huh?
It's one of your favourite ships, a starfighter.
A starfighter?
Yeah.
Starliner.
No.
Wait,
What are you?
Starfarer
What?
even.
No.
Starfarer? Star Lancer? Star Citizen? What are you talking about?
The Ares
Oh yeah.
starfighter. You made me doubt myself. Then I had to double check.
I don't know what that is. An Ares
Yeah, it
starfighter.
is.
The Ion and the Inferno.
I just thought they were called the Ares Inferno and the Ares Ion. I didn't realise they were called Ares
It's the
Starfighter.
It's a Crusader ship. Of course, it's
Yeah,
going to have
yeah.
star something.
Intrepid.
The star ugly ship.
Good. Yes. Okay. I'm glad you proved your point of absolutely nothing.
Which got its a special skin today.
Which looks
Yeah,
very nice.
It did.
I do think the skin itself looks very nice. I'm still getting acquainted to the outside of the craft, but the inside is phenomenal. But I'd say
It's
that
a
it does
good
look
ship.
better since it had the size increase.
Yeah, agreed.
that's
I
right.
Yeah.
I never really disliked it. It's just not. It's not a starter ship that I would pick out of all the starter ships in the game. I think there are better ones, by way of
Titan.
looks and usability.
Yeah, Titan and the
That being
Cutter.
said, yeah. Nomad, to be honest, is like goated, but
But it comes with
Yeah.
the price tag, doesn't it?
they're not far apart. Isn't the Nomad like 80,
90.
90? And I think isn't the Intrepid 80?
If it is, then that's robbery.
Intrepid
It
is
is.
65. No?
At the moment, 65 discounted from 80. I'm pretty sure.
That's no.
Pretty sure. I'll go and double check, but I'm 90% sure that's the fact. That's the case.
It does get outclassed in a lot of
Oh.
areas. Ease of use, can't
It
carry a
do-
vehicle. CJ. Really?
What's he done?
Oh, he's actually dead. Check his pockets. See what he's got of
I'm gonna
mine.
check his pockets.
It's got
Straight to
Geoface
it.
hair in it.
I knew I left that somewhere.
Yeah. She's got. I stole your toupee, mate. Didn't notice.
Intrepid is £76, so yes, basically
including tax?
That is
$85.
outrageous.
That's without the current 15% off that's running for the event.
That's too much.
That's more of a con than the Polaris price increase.
Nomad's 91, so
lift
for an extra tenner, I think the Nomad's a better
I
ship.
left you in just your shoes, bro.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know what inspired you to do that. Maybe it's just. Maybe we call it a day for Drake. It's time to claim lives.
Just left him with his boots on.
Claiming lives.
The disrespect.
No, that's not disrespect. At least my feet won't get cold.
Holding hard. Right. Okay. Right. Let's summarize this then. I personally think Cut Rambler is one of the best offerings that Drake has currently on this show
Agreed.
floor.
Mm-hmm.
That was a quick one. DJ?
I think the Buccaneer requires a bit of attention, a bit of love.
I mean, it is like very well loved.
Yeah, but like I don't know, a War Bond or Best in Show or
Best in Show Buck would be nice. I agree.
yeah, Best in Show Bucky or
Yeah.
the new MFDs. I didn't actually jump in. I need to see what the Bucky's MFDs look like. now.
MFDs didn't work for me.
Yeah,
It might be working
I've got
now,
I've got a Bucky, so I left out a Buck.
Very, very, very good ship to get started, like 4.0 and 1.0. If you're going to do combat missions, I think Buccaneer's probably up there with one of the best to take out as a solo fighter of that price and size. Nimble, powerful. It's a good ship.
Talking about ship, do you want to give ship?
Yep.
No, you give shit.
No, you give ship. It's Drake Day. You give ship to me.
Well,
No.
I will be, for everyone in chat right now, I'm going to be releasing a video about the Polaris very soon. And in that video, there will be an Intrepid giveaway. And part of that will be to make sure you're following Content Dispatch on YouTube and on Twitch. If you're not, make sure you hit those buttons because it's one of the entry requirements for the Intrepid giveaway that's going to be going live in the next couple of days. So keep your mince pies around on Twitter and look at the QD Twitter because I'm sure we'll announce it on there as well.
I got you were from where I lived, and you said mince pies, and I was like, "How do you know about the mince pies?" And
No,
and
you
then
always
and then
know
I
about
got
the
it.
mince pies.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's also. No, I'm not gonna do it, actually. Not gonna do
Yes,
that.
please, Spectre. I'd love some screenshots for the Polaris video.
Yeah. Well, when are you gonna do a Polaris giveaway though?
Mate, I wish I could. Imagine that. $900.
Yeah, that's wild. Outrageous.
I ain't got that kind of peas.
No, I don't think any of us put together. Wow. Wow.
No.
No.
Oh,
I'll take something smaller. You don't have to give Polaris. You can give something else.
give Armus.
Thank you.
Perseus. Give Perseus. Give Valakar plushie.
When do you think the Velicars are coming in?
4.0.2.
Okay, I think that's a good estimate. I mean, they're on the planet in Pyro, so
Yeah.
we're
I think
halfway there.
Yeah. I think we'll get Pyro, and then all of a sudden, a couple of hot patches. We'll see the first. I don't think we'll get the big Valakar. I think we'll get like the little cave ones first, and then we'll get the big one afterwards. But
I'm really hoping, genuinely, that CIG do not mention it in patch notes. They don't say it's in the game. They don't say anything, and it just appears. The
Fear.
only downside to that are data miners. Like data miners will find it and then they'll ruin it. So CIG should put them in now. Like put the Valakar like files in the game file. So all the data miners are like, oh, they're there, and then they're like, oh no, look, there's just a placeholder. It's not actually in the game yet. So they can put it live with no one knowing. You know, really. Because I hate data miners. I just hate that entire thing. Like, leave some surprises to the surprises. I don't like leaks. I don't like finding out about stuff in the game through data mining rubbish. I want to find it in the game and be surprised when it's there. Not, oh, by the way, this is in the game somewhere because someone found a file called valakar.jpg or some shit. I just don't want that. But yeah,
I got a better idea.
Sneaky
So actually, if you want to do a bit of trolling, a little bit of trolling, you upload them to like Valakar Daymar. So you literally name it like Valakar Daymar Rock or something. So then everyone's going to be on Daymar trying to find the Valakar, and it's not there. They put it on like one of the pirate planets.
No, you
And
can't
then
do
just
that.
like they're just that'd be hilarious. That would be one of the best things in the world.
People have the like this game's rubbish. We've searched the Valakar for 40 hours now. It's
let
wasting
them
their
salt.
time.
Let them
Yeah.
salt.
Don't data mine them.
Yeah, don't data mine.
Yeah, I mean fair
Well,
play.
really, innit?
Don't shove your hand in the drawer.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're looking for a Polaris thumbnail. Spectre sent me these last night. I think let's move this. But I'm sure you appreciate the art there. Just like how beautiful this ship is, man.
Oh yeah, that's the one, man.
Such
Just
a
so you know,
gnarly
as
picture.
well.
Someone is about to have a very bad day.
All you need to do is invert that for YouTube's because
Yeah.
the bottom right of the thumbnail of the time to stamp. But that is what a picture.
All of these were
Wow.
taken with just me and Spectre, though. By the way, there was no one we were shooting those torps at.
How are they?
So-
What are you targeting? How are they bending?
So Spectre was the pilot, right? Because he hadn't managed to pilot one yet. So I was like, bro, take it out for a whirl, like. And he was flying in. What he was doing was firing a missile, and you can lock onto missiles with the torps. So now I got him to fire a missile, then just like crank 90 degrees in one direction, and the torps came out and curved.
Very
That's
nice
cool.
idea. Very nice idea.
That is
So-
a very nice idea.
Yeah, it's very, very good. And we were firing torps and volleys of 4 torps for ages, and we didn't run out for ages. We had so much fun. So what, 28 torps? I think.
What was your restock price?
La-
Was it just
Um,
send it into the planet and reclaim?
Well, that's the one I did science on afterwards. So we didn't like we didn't insurance fraud it, but it was pretty much insurance fraud. I was testing how quickly the prospector can immobilize a Polaris. Turns out if you manage to distort a Polaris, I can immobilize it before the power comes back. Fully immobilized as well. So all the engines stripped off.
Damn.
But that was actually pretty fun. But I think it cost. I think it was Inspector can actually probably answer this. I think it was only like 270 grand. I don't think the torp prices have been inflated. I
For
think
how many
this-
torps?
All of them, 28.
Really?
Yeah, it's 270k for all torps.
Wow.
They want people
Are
to
you
buy.
sure?
No, yeah, they want people to buy the Polaris and fly the Polaris.
Oh, maybe I was given duff information. When we was playing the other night, someone said to me it was 104k per torp, which is why I quoted that earlier. So I must have been wrong there because that's what I was told.
Unless it's snuck in, not in.
No, you're
that's
probably right. I
Um,
didn't see it myself. I'm just going off what I was told at the time.
So Spectre can confirm in chat, and he's the one that did the resupply.
Wow, 270 for all torps. Jeez.
Yeah. And that was also all torps, including the ballistics for the bespoke gun, and also all missiles as well, because he fired all of his missiles from the pilot controlled ones. So it's actually probably less than that, like maybe like 240 or something.
Oh,
But,
well then
yeah.
I was given bad information.
Yeah.
Should have confirmed it myself.
Nah, yeah. I mean, they probably did change it. They probably, as soon as they released the Polaris to purchase, they thought, you know what, no one's going to buy it if it costs like 6 mil to rearm, so we'll just nerf it until everyone's bought one, then increase the price again afterwards.
I guess for testing purposes, keep the price low and then whack it up at the time because, yeah, those torps should be like 100k each. Let's be honest, the amount of damage
Yeah.
they do.
On that front, I
It
think
should- you know,
it's community always needs to be very careful with like how they put that forward. It's not always a case of okay, things are low cost just to make people spend more money on that. It's designed to be low cost so people use it more. Like if people buy it, then cool, but they need the data for stuff.
Yeah.
That's why quantum fuel has traditionally been like so underpriced, and you can get over for the price of what a bottle of water is in game, because they need people to have that ability to travel, to test out everything, to go places to test everything. So
Yeah.
it's like anything. Like you cannot do anything without power, right? So they need the information as the power to drive the project forward, as well as the funding.
I can't wait.
100%. I mean,
increase the
a
prices.
dev. Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say I can't wait for them to increase the prices because the community is just gonna be in like uproar.
Yeah,
Everyone's gonna be complaining like, "Oh, everything's so expensive now."
it's just the way it has to be. It's the whole point of the game. Like, you want to grind to achieve stuff and earn stuff. Otherwise, what's the point of playing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they a dev said to me for a different game. I can't remember which game it was now. That it's easier to introduce a feature that's overpowered and then nerf down than it is to introduce something and buff up. So not only is it good for CIG to get all the data they need, all this important data, so they make stuff overpowered and cheap, so people just use it, the new meta, and then people go mad for it and use it, not realizing that realistically that entire purpose is just to feed as much data about that thing, that new feature, and then it gets put into its rightful place within the game. And it's a good way to get data and to test stuff. It's smart, it makes sense, and people get to have fun with the new feature. So, like jumping from Pyro to Stanton, as far as I know right now, costs no fuel whatsoever in like the 4.0 Evo tests and stuff. There's no fuel usage or cost for it. At some point, they will probably have like a cost to do the jump, whether it's your fuel cost or an entry fee. I don't know. I'm sure that's my assumption. That you have to, so you can't just start 1.0 in Stanton, let's say, and go to Pyro straight away without having to unlock the jump point and maybe do some missions and stuff within that, or become a citizen, I don't know, of the stars with the single player stuff, whatever that sort of process is going to be.
I'm hoping they lock down jump points quickly as well. And by lockdown, I mean like certain ships like light fighters won't be able to utilize them.
Yeah, I think they've already said that. I think, yeah.
I'm hoping that comes relatively quick because then it gives people reason to want to have a pocket carrier or a carrier or something.
They've got to be careful. They can't lock star systems behind a paywall in regards to what ship you need. So I agree, like a pocket carrier, not a pocket carrier. I agree there needs to be like a minimum requirement. But I think it should be achievable in game pretty quick. Whatever it is, I don't think you want to lock new star systems behind a huge paywall of like a big ship that's going to cost you X amount on the store or 10 million in game. Probably something that's like $1 million will get the job done to get you to Pyro or whatever star system. So it's an important balancing act that they'll get right when the time comes. It's not something we have to worry about for probably another couple of years.
Yeah, at least 10 or 15.
No. What's genuine estimates for 1.0? Jokes aside, when do you think we're getting 1.0? When do you think it's going to be ready?
8 years.
8? Okay.
Optimistic 8 as well.
Is that 1.0 8 years?
1.0, yeah.
Not a chance.
Pete?
The way that they're talking is, I mean, even John Greer today is like, oh, about was it Pioneer? Yeah, after one. Like, they clearly have a very clear idea of where the game's going and what sort of time scale. Server meshing was one of the biggest hurdles to overcome. They've got static pretty much down now. It's just a case of optimizing and making it work properly and the way it's meant to be. Then they'll look for dynamic server meshing, which is cherry on the cake. When you do that, well, that is going to be incredible. That is going to alter what this game looks like tenfold.
Yeah, but that's
okay. So when?
Yeah. Bear in mind.
Genuine estimation.
5-star systems.
5-star systems. Bear in mind how far 4.0's already been delayed. 3 years. Weirdly, my guess was 5, so I'm bang in the middle of you two, which is quite nice actually.
It's a sandwich.
Yes. So 358.
5-star systems. Squadron 42, 43, Squadron 44, and Squadron 45 will all have to come out before that. Yeah, and then they've got the backlog of ships. That's gonna get longer because they keep making more ships.
I think
Yeah.
I think they'll keep up with that. Actually, I think the backlog's getting smaller and smaller, a lot
is.
quicker than it ever has before, and I think we'll probably be up to date with the ship, like the current at this moment in time ship backlog within the next 12 to 24 months, a year or two. I reckon all the ships will be in the game. Genuinely, I think they're just cracking through them so quickly now, minus the huge ones like the Orion and like the what's that? The Endeavour, the massive one with the
Yeah.
any of those really big ships. I think probably a bit longer, but for the most part, most of the ships that are below the size of the Idris, I think will be in the game before 24 months. I just think
Yeah.
it's more system based. I think there's going to be so many bugs with all the stuff they're adding in because it's complex. I just think it's going to take a lot longer. Like they're optimistic with like, oh, after 1.0 we'll get this and that. Like it's lovely to hear. But 4.0 has been gutted, as we know, for a very good reason, not complaining. But look at how long it took to get 323 out. Then 324 came out of nowhere, which technically didn't exist before. 4.0 has been gutted. Again, good reasons, but still it's been gutted. Then you got 4.1, 4.2. There'll be a 5.0, I presume, even though they've said 1.0 comes after 4.0. But how many X patches are we going to get? Yeah.
Let's see where it
Three,
goes.
3 to 5 years. Yeah. Positive 3 to 5 years. 8's a bit much, I think.
No. Nah.
Well, only time
I
will
think-
tell. We have run over,
Yeah.
and so to bring us to a close, we are currently on November 28th, day, isn't it? So obviously the start of Drake Planetary. Tomorrow we see Origin and the 890 ship sale return to the store, and then I think everyone looking forward to November 30th, Aerospace, where you can see Edipin up close. And are we going to see Mark II Hornets? Again,
Yes.
only time will tell. I really
Yes.
thought we were going to see. The ship's gone out of my head now. The
Guardian?
Right, Guardian.
Guardian. Yeah. I also thought
Yeah.
we were going to see ship today. And to be
Today?
yeah, I thought we were going to see something today. Just mainly because John Crew put. I feel by the end of today, I'm going to have a new profile picture.
Yeah,
And
but that was related to the Muppet.
yes, that was related to Muppet. I was like, okay, this is interesting. And then I saw that someone that works in marketing retweeted. It's like, god damn, prepare the wallets, and nothing came. Shame, bit of a shame. There hasn't really been anything stand out. There's I even go, yes, I really want to go back into my wallet, but I feel like Anvil might say where it's going to be like Mark II Hornets, the Paladin. Do we see the Paladin? Are we going to get concept sale for it if it's not already flyable? Like, who knows? Who knows? Or it could be another of these ones. It's like nothing is mentioned and it pops out before. If it does, then I'm really going hard with. There's a reason why it can't be sold for some particular reason, and I know that they have to have a good amount of lead up before any sort of marketing campaign for it to be fully effective. So it's not unusual to see plans put in place to promote and sell these vehicles and ships with like a year lead up for the project management to be in place for everything, all the branding to be in place, and just everything, all the I's dotted, T's crossed, ready for it to go into the store and then in the game to give obviously the end user and us the best possible experience.
Can I disagree with you real quick and explain why?
Go for it.
I don't even have to explain why. Atlas and how much it sold.
What do you mean?
Yeah, there was no
The
build
Atlas
up.
was
no, I
no
don't
build up.
mean-
It just dropped out of nowhere and it sold like millions.
Which means it's working, right? So what I'm saying is, it's not like a year where we tell the consumer. It's a year where they're planning everything in the background and they're coming up with
Sorry.
stuff.
Got you. Sorry, okay. Yeah.
I
thought you
think
meant
they have to release a number of ships because so far IAE has given us nothing.
No, is it nothing? I thought we had a ship the other day.
Well, we had the Intrepid.
Yeah, nothing. It's actually taken from us.
There'll be stuff, don't you worry. I really thought the TAC was coming. Genuinely. Shocked that it didn't.
I'm vouching
I'm looking
for
forward to
the ghosts and the
Me
tracker.
too. So much.
I want the ghost and the tracker so bad. we need to start seeing, and also Super Hornet's coming as well. That was confirmed today, so hopefully we start seeing that.
What other ships?
Stuff.
Sorry, I know we're literally trying to end, but what were the other ships that were promised last year that was on the list that was coming before the end of the year? It was the Guardian,
Zeus MR.
Zeus. Was it the MR?
What was it?
Well, no, I
Intrepid.
think
No.
it was Zeus actually.
Just the silhouettes that there was like 5. I thought then the only one that got pushed was the Liberator. Was it the Liberator? Legionnaire. Sorry, that got pushed, and the other ones didn't.
Yeah.
So the Guardian was one. I can't remember what the other ones were.
The Intrepid was one.
Intrepid was one.
And I'm sure the Zeus was one as well.
The Zeus was out by then though. They used it in the promo, and we flew it. I'm trying to think of what else there was.
But it was also silhouette though, wasn't it? Like, what's the word? They weren't all released like this year. Some of them weren't.
Oh, the Medical Terrapin?
Medipin one.
No, that wasn't one. I can't remember, mate.
Retaliator. Retaliator was one that we got. Yeah, I don't know. That was last year.
I'll tell you right now. I've got it up. Just waiting. Sorry, I'm just going for when they actually like the title
Well,
of each of them.
More context required, please.
I have an erection.
For Drake ships. Excellent.
Polaris, Retaliator, Zeus, Legionnaire was pushed, Intrepid, Guardian, Argo, MPUV 1T, which I think's out, Medical Ursa, which is out, Mirai Pulse, which is out, and Origin X1, which is out. Okay, yeah, so they're all out. It's except for the Guardian, but the Mirai Guardian was supposed to be this year. Legionnaire's been pushed, isn't it, till next year?
Sad face.
Pushed for now.
It's been pushed to after 4.0. I think that was the only idea. The only idea we've been given.
I think it means that the hacking gameplay is like, because there was one of the IAE shows. Someone said, and when we get our hacking gameplay, oh yeah, or the hacking tech.
Yeah, and also there was a sneak peek. I think like a month or two ago, that had it in. So someone hacking on a terminal. So yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, not long. And but anyway, I'm
you're waffling.
Not waffling. I want to go to bed.
And then December 1st, best in show. So this is the point where you want to have your F8C, your Retaliator, your Terrapin, and your last one.
Reclaimer.
One more time.
It is a Reclaimer, isn't it?
Reclaim.
Did I miss Reclaimer? Sorry, yeah, and your Reclaimer. You want to have them locked into your account, either by store credit or by urgent money. How you get there is up to you. That's going to be the first moment where they implement the best in show skins. After you have them on your account, you're welcome to melt those ships if you wish, and then spend that hard-earned credit. The finale happening from the 2nd to the 5th, and then on the 5th is the second time second and last time they will run the script to gift you the best in show onto your account. So, any final points from chat or from you guys before it goes down?
No, my child has just woken up, so I'm going to be very quickly disappearing.
Okay. EFA, will you be joining us this Sunday?
What is Sunday? Possibly.
It's the day after Saturday.
The day before Monday.
Yeah, possibly actually. I don't think I've got anything planned for Sunday, so yeah, watch this space.
Super.
No.
Well, thanks everyone for checking in with us. We are the Quantum Dispatch. Make sure to follow us on your social media stuff to stay up to date, I guess, with all the stuff that we spell out and the community stuff that we push. That's a really bad outro, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Good
So
enough for
we
me.
hype up the community,
sounds
the
good.
people that are doing good work and stuff, and we like conversation. We like you guys to come here and give us like good questions, stuff that gets us thinking. So yeah, make sure to stay tuned, and we will catch you on the other side. And I button. Ciao.